Hey people, what's going on? Tuesday, the 19th of July. So, if you follow me on social media, as I'm sure many of you do, you see that um, me just expressing my concerns about humanity has triggered, you know, what I only can consider some pretty close-minded right-wingers, okay? So, I'm dealing with it, and I'm not. What I'm doing isn't going to be hijacked by them. I speak. You guys know I'm speaking from the heart, and I'm dealing with probably what is people who are paid or to bother me. Well, it's like it's all it is a bother. I have a couple things to share, but I do want to say one thing regarding the madness of the blue-red standoff, which I am not a part of, and people keep trying to. The ignorant people that I'm always talking about who insist that their way is what's going on keep dragging me into it, claiming that I'm, defending the blue. You don't hear that. That's you putting that on my words. I'm expressing concern about humanity. There's nothing left about that. Okay? So, another regarding the Roger Waters thing. So, years ago, when I was growing up, Ted Nugent was one of my first fave guitar players, starting with the cool psychedelic song Journey to the Center of Your Mind, with the Amboy Dukes. Killer song. So early on, one of the earliest shows that I went to was seeing Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes. So what I'm saying is, someone who just is, doesn't hear me asks if I would afford the same luxury to Ted Nugent as Roger Waters regarding his right to say what he wanted to speak his mind. Of course. See, that's that distortion that is in the other person, or whatever you want to call it. That's what's in their mind, claiming that it's in mine, and it's not. See, that's why I keep talking about this stuff, because I know it's important and it's helpful, because we got to stop accepting all this ignorant talk. There's just a whole lot of ignorance and bad mental health going on. So, the thing I'll say is, first, a couple things. When I saw Ted Nugent, I went and saw him twice. The first time, they were mind-blowing. So, it was not in a big concert hall. It was in kind of a ballroom. So, I was still just a teen. So, I went up close because I was just really getting into it. And when Mr. Ted Nugent spotted me from the stage, he did this. Right at me. Now, what kind of behavior is that from a supposedly adult human being? What kind of sense did that behavior make from someone who, because I, among others, paid for him to play, is helping him to do his thing? It's an example of what I'm talking about. That hurt. I was a kid. But guess what? I went and saw him again years later on the big hit, Cat Scratch Fever. Saw him on that tour. And he was amazing. So I know that what I'm saying is objective. Of course he can speak his mind. Is there a difference in his messaging and Roger Waters? Absolutely. I find that it's helpful. From my perspective, I see what Roger Waters is trying to do is be helpful. That I don't hear from Mr. Nugent. His perspective seems to be rather one-sided. Okay, so that's the difference. Of course he has the freedom to speak his mind. So... I think it's important to continue to try and punch through the fog of just mental illness that is going on in this country. So anyway, one more thing. This is good news. So I have an interview tomorrow with Greg Eklund of Everclear. I am in contact with Charles Hayward as we speak, and he has agreed. He loves. Okay, so I'm about to work it out. Charles Hayward, just a second. Fantastic. I'm really excited. Charles Hayward of the band This Heat, and you guys who know who This Heat is, you know how important this music is. He says he would love to do a Zoom interview, so I'm going to set that up. And what an amazing band, and he is a killer drummer as well as a conscientious human being, the kind of person that I'm drawn to. He cares, okay? What I'm saying here is not political. For the closed-minded, they keep making it political because that's their filter in their heads. I'm talking about concern about the world and the way things are going. So that's why I keep pushing back at these damned trolls, okay? That's what that's about, people. Okay, we gotta try to make some progress, okay? One more thing. I hardly played any music yesterday, but I played this actually a couple times over because I was surprised. I forget who sent this to me. This is some early ambient on the Rising High label. I think Mix Master Morris's label. It's by an MLO Production, and the name of the album is I.O. And it's real ambient. I mean, like very little happens, and it's real quiet for a long time. And it's like, yeah, this is early ambient. This stands out. It's like, this is like some of the early stuff where it's like, it's beyond drone. It's like almost like you're skating endlessly on a big river of beautiful clear ice. That was really enjoyable yesterday. So, folks, I'm not asking for a lot of beef here. I don't want it. That's why I keep talking about it, because I'm addressing it in general, that this is something that the world is dealing with. And we just have to just speak up about it and against it. We need unity. This division that we're dealing with is fueled by politics, which is pure manipulation. It's sad to deal with folks who are claiming that I am the one who is paid when the stuff coming out of them is parroted. It's whatever their person says, here they come parroting it. If you notice, I've been saying we need, I'm claiming the word woke for what it is. It's not an insult. That's a perfect example of being told what to say, and here it is, like it's an insult to be awake, when the person who is using it supposedly as an insult, woke, doesn't realize what he's saying. Oh, so you want people to stay asleep so they can continue to be manipulated and told what to do, as opposed to waking up. Waking up is a good thing. Being awake is a fantastic thing. Being woke is a good thing. So I'm just not putting up with this adolescent, juvenile, immature mind crap that we're dealing with. It's just like, man, really trying to encourage folks to, like, don't you see it? Aren't you tired of it too? Dealing with folks who don't really have substance behind the mess that they're saying? That's what's all going on over here. So, awesome. I need to get back and set up a time and date with Charles Hayward of This Heat. All right. Have a good day.